Okay, League's Season 6 is here, and we're currently 4 days in right now. I've built up my account pretty strong so far for the region I'm in. I'm at 101 combat, and I thought I would share something because I've got a beginner-friendly Relic combination that seems to help or will help newer beginner players, try to get the groove on things here in leagues. Uh, the only requirements you'll really need are actually kind of funny, but it's 40 defense. You'll need 40 defense, 54 magic because we're gonna want to high alch everything. Like half the time I'm not doing things like grinding points. I'm high alchemy. I'm using high alchemy just everywhere. It's your bread and butter. You'll be killing monsters and casting high alchemy at the same time. Uh, it's you can't really ignore it. It sucks to say, but you will. For this guide, you really will need the magic because, as you see here, I'm killing Huicoddle, and the hides that he drops is a requirement for master clue steps. So you'll need 60, I believe it's 60 range to wear the vamp braces, and so this guide will be tailored to hard clue scrolls, but you're perfectly if you don't have the fire cape and you don't have the Huicoddle, you're still perfectly fine. That won't affect your progress at all. It just means you should stack your masters until you can. Okay. And the audio corrupted, so I'll actually be putting the audio over what I just did here. I just finished recording this and the audio didn't actually pick up, so here I am recording over it. This was just me explaining how bank heist and convincing clues works. I was saying that bank heist, you can do this method perfectly fine without bank heist. It's just you'll need to focus more on high alchemy because you'll be needing the money for, for your supplies. Even just items, mostly the rune and like the runes, the actual runes like death runes, nature runes, fire runes. They're all obtainable. You can get all that easily. Just through the shops here in Varlamore. And the charter ships. If you need the crafting, you will need the crafting to make the Huicoddle hides into the van braces and the helmet. My recommendation is at the charter ships shop. He sells soda ashes and buckets of sand. So what you want to do is just buy it. The shops don't they don't need to be replenished. They're always full. So you could just buy as many as you want of soda ash and bucket of sand. And that's how I got 80 crafting. And I've got also the other sigil that gives me a plus 10, so that's how I made my my Fury amulet and my Berserker necklace and such. Berserker necklace you won't be needing for this though. And you don't really need the Fury, so I didn't add that in, but I'm adding that in now, come to think of it. These relics are... I was explaining why I didn't go into the water pass, because I don't need the healing. I was explaining that for Slayer, what I do is I take greater demons and I do them on in the Brimhaven dungeon. And so greater demons, I think their max hit is a 9. So I don't need food with this build. You don't need food or prayer because you're regenerating at a 65% chance. So I've got a 65% chance to regenerate those air runes that I'm casting, air or fire. But I don't use fire, but you're able. If I was you, I would place that fire into the water. If you want to be safe, man, go for the water. I would recommend it. It would work even better. I'm just going up this path because I plan to, after green logging, I plan to, go for the dragon trophy. So I think this is a great way to start in doing that and saving a bunch of time and headaches. you know, I just, I thought if I was to stay in these regions and not unlock any new areas, then it wouldn't unlock any new problems, like more steps that I wouldn't be able to find the items or be able to obtain those items. So here I am explaining that the only thing you really need is an anti-poison, and this shop will sell you those, and I wish they sold you those. And so that's crafting, soda ashes and buckets of sand. Slayer is greater demons with extended tasks in Brimhaven, with water spells damaging them, of course. So what are the other ones I could? Mining. Mining is kind of an issue for me right now. Hard clue scrolls gave me rune pickaxe, so I'm fine with that. It's just I haven't picked, none of my relics boost any benefit for mining, apart from my herb stack you see down there. So mining, I would just have to raw dog it, or just raw dog it. Smithing, smithing, what you do is you just, as you mine, you cast superheat item, and you'll get those smithing levels like very quickly. You could also, there is an iron ore shop, if I remember right, an iron ore shop. Where was that? There's a shop that sells iron, and it's the third option of that bag at the bottom right. The third option. Yeah. It's where the Perilous Moons, the entrance to Perilous Moons has a shop where you can buy them. Iron ore, but what you do is you just take iron ore, superheat item, and yeah, that deals with your smithing, your early smithing levels. Herb lore comes with my herb stack. What that does is, as I chop teaks or just chop any tree in general, you just passively get herbs. So yeah, you get grimy herbs. I kind of like it better like that because you get experience from cleaning the grimy herbs, and also you clean them all at once, as well as making unfinished potions. You make them all at once, and adding the secondary ingredient, I believe it's like a 65% chance or a 50% chance of not using them. So this is a lethal combination when it comes to just AFK progress, man. I made this very user friendly. Like, every single thing I've trained has been able to be AFK'd. Like molten glass into unpowered orbs. A full inventory of molten glass I think takes like almost a minute, like a minute and a half or something. So there's plenty of it's very user friendly. So here what I'm doing is I'm just I was just talking through like how I don't need food or prayer during Slayer because greater demons hit a 9. So as long as you hit redemption every time your HP reaches what is it? The threshold is what 9, 18, 27. So yeah, like 18. As long as you hit redemption at 18, you will always regenerate that prayer. Unless you're extremely unlucky, he's gonna get 2 hits on you by the time that you have 2 prayer. So if you, as long as your reaction time isn't isn't like 4 or 5 hits, 4 or 5 max hits, or 3 or 4 max hits anyhow, then yeah, you'll survive with no food or prayer. And they drop tuna also, so I love greater demons. Greater demons, they also have an extremely huge drop rate on hard clue scrolls. It's not guaranteed, but I'd say like a 1 in 10, about a 1 in 10. Because I just did a task of like 220, and I got like 16 hard clue scrolls, so a bit over that rate, but just a ballpark example to give you those numbers. So while I was doing these clue scrolls, I could have been using those clue contracts to teleport myself to my clue steps. But for me, I save them for the Saradomin wizards that are hard to get to. So it'll be like those ones at Carney Isle where I have to jump the bridge. The ones past the log balance at the southeastern side of Karamja, past the nature altar near the glider. And what is the other step? There's another Saradomin wizard somewheres. I think it's just the fairy rings though. Those are also easy to get to if you know where the fairy rings are. And we all have it. If anybody's watching this, you don't know, you've got Sonaris unlocked, so anyone is able to go to Puro for those tasks. Also here in Brimhaven, I did that on stream. That's 400 points. It was either 200 or 400 points. So this is very worthwhile. And early agility if you want. If you were beginning a fresh account, this would be one of the first steps I would go about in progressing in leagues. So as you can see, like I've got 91 million. That's all from abundance. Abundance, what that does basically is as you gain experience, that experience gained gives you gold at a 1-1 ratio, and those are subject to multipliers. So it's like what is it? I cast High Alchemy, when it gives me, for an example, I cast High Alchemy, it gives me 50 experience, I'd receive 50 gold, but since the multiplier is times 6, I get times 6 gold. So it's very worthwhile in the beginning. Day 1 I've had 100k fire runes since 1 hour into the day 1, and I don't think I've ever even used them, and all I do is high alch those fire runes and make a profit. So it's like kind of very nice. Teak logs, I cut teaks now that I have the level. I highly recommend cutting teaks because if you have the herb sack, you have a really nice rate. And you can also get clue scrolls from this. I'd like to go try mining, but I think I tried mining just to test it, and it doesn't seem like the herb sack does affect mining, so I've been putting that off recently, and there are no clue steps requiring mining, so you don't have to worry about those. If you are in these regions, you don't have to worry about those. So here I am getting lost looking for a fairy ring. I just wanted to show you that you have a Draman staff, and that option is available if you wanted to save your clue contracts. So yeah, so the 40 defense is just simply to equip the rune armor for these steps. 55. I keep saying 54 magic, but it's 55 magic. I'm 99. I'm sure it's 55 for high alchemy. 50 combat is for receiving greater demons in the Shiloh Village Slayer Master. In the reward shop of the Slayer Master, I've unlocked the ability to receive boss monsters, and you can choose, and also the ability to choose how many. So if I've gotten Vardorvis a couple times, and you can just, if you want it to be a quick one, you could just set it to 3 kills. So that is also user friendly. It's just I could have put that off and saved my points and not gotten that, because at this stage I'm not able to kill Vardorvis. Well, for two reasons. First, like I'm still only 100 combat with quite low stats, and well, not low stats. It's just, you know, I'm still stuck in this region with barely any demonic impacts or demonic pacts, and that second reason is just I've never learned Vardorvis. I don't even know where he is. I know he's. I just learned that he's in Varlamore. Here, I think I was explaining that there was a guy. I think I missed it. I wasn't looking at the screen, but there was a man who was fighting a Saradomin wizard. Maybe I'm spoiling it, but there was a man who was fighting. He died to a Saradomin wizard, but I wanted to say, just in case no one knows, that when you spawn those Saradomin wizards, you need to move, I think it's 4 to 5 tiles away from him before he defaults to only using magic. So yeah, just a little tip there to try to keep you safe there. What else could I mention here? The log requirement, what was like 34 agility? That's not also not a problem. Herblore ingredients, limpworts, you'll be getting from Huicoddle. I think he can drop you like 70 at a time. Black dragon scales are also in Varlamore. They're at the same dungeon where the red dragons are. There's red and blue dragons inside of there. It's the very last option on the backpack teleport. Oh yeah, Kira was saying for the video, I was hoping to. Here I was just trying to finish this clue and not make a really long video. I didn't want to just do a hard. I wanted to at least give one example of a master clue scroll, but it's pretty much the same thing. You just spawn your target, you know, get the kill and collect your loot. Very simple. My points are lacking. My points are lacking quite a bit. But I haven't actually taken outside of grinding for the newer relics. I haven't actually point farmed at all after that. Now I'm quite literally like hyper focused on this greenlog. Once I greenlog the hard, then I'll be able to just move on. A part of me wants to stay in these two regions until I'm to collect a lot of masters, because I feel like that could also shave off hell. RNG could screw us. It could end up taking you like a month to greenlog the masters. I feel like this could shave off a lot of that. The staff. I came and looked at the staff. Saradomin wizards will eventually drop you a staff, so you don't really have to worry about it. What I did in the beginning, in the very first few hours, I just used the magic staff because it can auto cast for you. Well, actually, in the first few hours, I didn't even have that, so I would just manually cast everything. But that's not a problem, you know. And it's gonna be a struggle in the beginning. It's to be expected, very expected. This man here, Senibosh, he's got a pay option that you pay him 875 to enter each time. But he's also got an unlock option that costs 1 million, but rewards you with 200 points. So very worth it. I tend to tell everyone I run into that, because it seems so free. You walk up, you talk to him, you give him 1 million, and you get 200 points. With the abundance relic, it's very free. Okay, so done the wizard. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let the video play out. This is how it is, really. There's no big trick to it, honest. Those clue contracts, they're so handy. I don't know why. I just wanted to show, in case anybody wanted to know how to get to these steps. I thought I would throw that in the video just to try and show. I'm trying to think if anything I could mention here before I go. Any skills I haven't touched on, probably smithing, mining, that's all done with magic. Slayer, that's done at 50 combat. Construction, I do that with teaks. There's a sawmill, what is it, third option of the teleport backpack? Oh yeah, here I was so happy. I finished the hard and I got another hard. And blood runes. Blood runes, I highly recommend saving them for Hui Coddle, because that boss, it's gonna help a lot to have blood runes. And us, like, being locked to these two regions, we don't get blood runes or access to them. I think the majority of all the blood runes I did save was from Clue Scroll rewards and red dragons. Red dragons did drop me a few of those. So there you saw. I'm getting close. I'm kind of getting close. I think I'm gonna hop back on. What do we got? That's like 2 minutes left in the recording. Or no, 30 seconds left. So yeah, good luck in leagues, everybody. I thought I would throw this out there in case anybody wanted a little beginner-friendly advantage. Really, it is an advantage when you think about it. Being able to greenlog on a level 3, pretty much. Well, not a level 3, but it would be possible if you had the points, the relics, and the packs. You could quite literally do this on a level 3.